بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد باب ما جاء في لباس رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم حدثنا محمد بن حميد الرازي أنبأنا الفضل بن موسى وأبو تميلة وزيد بن حباب عن عبد المؤمن بن خالد عن عبد الله بن بريدة عن أم سلمة رضي الله تعالى عنها قالت كان أحب الثياب إلى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم القميص. حدثنا علي بن حجر حدثنا الفضل بن موسى عن عبد المؤمن بن خالد عن عبد الله بن بريدة عن أم سلمة رضي الله تعالى عنها قالت كان أحب الثياب إلى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم القميص. New chapter. It is about libas of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, dress code of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Imam al-Tirmidhi rahmatullah alayhi has narrated about 16 ahadith sharifa about the libas of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, about the dress code of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. First two ahadith sharifa, they are same, narrated by Salma radiyallahu ta'ala anha. She said that the most beloved clothes, one of the most beloved clothes to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it was al-qamis, the top, you can call it kurta, top, cloak, top jubba. So that top qamis, it was one of the most beloved to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The second riwayat also, Salma radiyallahu ta'ala said that the most beloved clothes to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was al-qamis. So, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us follow all the sunnat of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nabi sallallahu had himself mentioned when it comes to hadith Jibreel alayhi salatu wassalam. Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that we were into the majlis gathering of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and suddenly a person came who was wearing very, very white clothes, whose hairs were very, very dark, and he had no sign of being an outsider or being a traveler or coming from a journey, and none of us knew him. And he came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he came and sat to Nabi sallallahu very close. His knees were touching the knees Mubarak of Nabi sallallahu. So in this hadith sharif, it is being explained that Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam, at the end Nabi sallallahu said to Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam, do you know who he was? He said, Allah and Allah's Rasul sallallahu knows best. Nabi sallallahu said, it was Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam, came to teach you your deen. So in this hadith sharif also, Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam wearing white garments. When it comes to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Nabi sallallahu, when it comes to the color of clothing, we will come to learn that Nabi sallallahu used to love white clothes most. You know that famous incident, there was two people, Waraqa ibn Nawfal and Zaid. They passed away before Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam was officially made messenger and prophet. They passed away, and they were very pious people. They were from the time of Fatrat. You know, it is being said that two of the daughters, Zainab radiyallahu ta'ala anha and Ruqayya radiyallahu ta'ala anha, they were married. Usman radiyallahu ta'ala anhu and Hazrat As, they were married into the time of Fatrat, before Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam's messengership or prophethood was declared officially. And then they accepted Islam. So that is the time of Fatrat. Fatrat, when there was no prophethood, there was no messengership. So these two Makkans, Waraqa, if you remember that when Nabi Sallallahu received first revelation, he came very worried, very frightened. He came to Hazrat Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha, and he said, Zammiluni, Zammiluni, that cover me. I'm worried about my life. And then he narrated that what had happened into the cave of Hira. And, he was embraced by Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam. Everything he narrated. She took Nabi Sallallahu to Waraqa. Waraqa was her cousin. So she took Nabi Sallallahu to Waraqa, and Waraqa, listening to the whole incident into the cave of Hira, said to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that it is the same angel who used to come to Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. And he said that when you will be instructed to be official messenger and prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your people, they will expel you. If I will be alive, then I will be your shield. I will help you. I will be with you. I will protect you. So even Nabi Sallallahu was surprised that our mukhrijiyahum, that is that going to take place, that they are going to expel me? So he said that that's what happened with those who are nominated with the mission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that people opposes them. That is what normally happens. So that Waraqa, Khadija radiallahu ta'ala, took Nabi Sallallahu to him after the first wahi. And Zaid, who was the father-in-law of Sayyidina Umar radiallahu, and who was the father of Sa'id ibn Zaid. If you go to our first floor, where 10 Ashara Mubashshara, 10 people who were given glad tidings of Jannat in one go, their names are written. So in those names, you will read Sa'id ibn Zaid. So Sa'id, he was the son of Zaid. Sa'id, who received the glad tidings of Jannat by Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Like father, like son. His father, Zaid, he didn't receive the time of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's official messengership and prophethood. He passed away before that. But about these two, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that I saw them in a dream. And I saw them in Jannat. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, I saw them in Jannat. And they were wearing white clothes. So there too, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioning that both of them, they were into the white garment. And because of this dream, or because of this prophecy of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, people, they said that Zaid radiyallahu ta'ala, Waraqa radiyallahu ta'ala, although they didn't have that official time of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, but they were all ready. They were all ready. Waraqa used to know Tawrat very well. Zaid used to lead his life very modest, very pious, very righteous. He used to, we had shared many times that, we go to sajda like that. He used to go to sajda like that. He used to go to sajda like that. And like that, going into sajda, he used to cry to Allah that, oh Allah, I don't know how to come to you, how to know you, how to worship you, how to turn to you. Even if I have to swim through the ocean of fire to know you, I am prepared to do that. That is what Zaid used to say. So him also, and Waraqa also was cited by Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in a white dress. So here, the first hadith sharif we have learned that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to love qamis. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to love qamis, according to Sheikh Zakaria rahmatullah alayh, that qamis, it is more covering also, and it is more presentable. It makes person, extra presentable, extra beautiful, extra, what you call, jameel. So that's why Nabi Sallallahu used to love qamis. And then ulama have discussed that some libas, some code of dress is wajib, some is mustahab, and some is makruh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us such that we have sunnat code of dressing in our life. Many times we make intention that no, after now I will not wear besides white, but then you go back. It is allowed. But may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala one day bring us to the only white, nothing else. Because that was most beloved by Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And inshallah, if we go into the detail, inshallah, we'll talk about two things. Libasul Sunnah and Sunniyatul Libas. Libasul Sunnah, that you are trying to copy as much as possible Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That is Libasul Sunnah. And Sunniyatul Libas, that you have such decent dress code which serve the purpose mentioned by Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Two things. Libasul Sunnah, trying to be identical to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam as much as possible, close to the dress code of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That is Libasul Sunnah. And Sunniyatul Libas, that you adopt that decent dress code which is serving the purpose mentioned by Sharia. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us correct understanding. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwalin, ya akhir al-akhirin, ya rahim al-masakin, ya dhal quwwati al-matin, ya dhal manni fala yumannu alayk, ya dhal tawli, ya dhal jalali wal ikram, la ilaha illa ant, زهر الللاجئين وجعر المستجيرين ومأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تقطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا وأثبتنا عندك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين غير خزايا ولا ندام ولا مفتونين اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم صلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمته